Morning. So I just had my Sainsbury's delivery this morning, and the guy's like, "Oh, how you doing?" I was like, "Yeah, surviving the madness." And he went, "Well, that's all going to kick off from tomorrow, isn't it? The madness is going to begin with Trump." And I went, "Oh, well, I'm one of those big Trump supporters." And he was like, "Oh, really?" I love saying that. People are just so surprised. And I could tell he was a nice guy, and his facial expressions told me that he was interested in why, and the barriers didn't immediately come down like some people who are anti-Trump. And the more we chatted, and we chatted only for about 5 minutes, but I gave him some explanations as to why. And you could see his brain kind of thinking, well, yeah, those are all good comments. And then he was talking about what he listens to, and he talked about how he just basically listens to the LBC radio and people like Alistair Campbell, stuff like that. And it's interesting, is it? Because then obviously you understand, if you just listen to, say, LBC, you are going to be towards the left and that kind of mindset. And that is mainstream media for you if you just tune into one thing. Whereas on X, you can follow experts across the spectrum, left to right, and just purely experts in their field, loads of amazing independent journalists, and you get such a rich, like I said, broad spectrum knowledge on whatever subject you follow: politics, foreign politics, health, vaccines, diet, all sorts. So the sophistication of your knowledge, and it doesn't take so long either on X, you can just flick through in 30 minutes people that are at the very top of their field, and you get such a great grounding of factual, evidence-based information from people who spend every day in that field and trained in that field, and you get articles. Whereas if you just listen to LBC radio here and there with people that are completely biased and one-side-minded and very narrow in their field of like how wide they throw their net to catch facts and information and sources, you're kind of going to be very narrow in your own conceptual kind of vision, thought process. And this is the wonderful thing about X. It is such a great tool for information and knowledge and getting to the facts and the crux of things, rather than just listening to certain people's opinions. And always, as ever, what we agreed on is that we've lost the art of disagreeing with grace and coming together and having polite discord and brilliant debate, and how at the end of the day we all just want the best for our people and country. Whereas recently, again, I think a lot to do with mainstream media, we've become so polarized that you're fascist, no, you're fascist, you're over there, you're over there. And that's part of the divisive programming. That's part of a bigger picture. But yeah, debate is great, and it's good that people have different opinions. And like I've always said, only through polite discord will progress only ever be made. But thank God for X, where you can tap in to such a brilliant, rich source of factual information so quickly and readily, compared to the mundane, one-sided, basic dross you get on, whether it's LBC or whatever, BBC. So, debate's good, people. just keep it nice.